just gonna kind of go into some fun questions. You know, I know we kind of talked to like some serious stuff, but some fun stuff. So, what is like your favorite sports teams?
All right, man. So the Raiders is my favorite football team. That's who I mess with. You already can see my boys. And yeah, I'm pretty committed. You know, we had a rough few years, man. But like you said, like we were talking about earlier, man. It's rough being a Raider fan, but we're loyal to the soil, man, and we're ready to ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, so I want to go into this, man, because like, oh man, I have so many cousins, friends, family that are Raider fans, and there's like no sway in them at all, man. I don't care if you guys move to the moon, like it's like you're gonna find a way to get to that stadium, and watch that team. And I have to say, man, I have to appreciate that from like the Raiders, because their fans are so loyal. They're there to the end. If they lose, they're ready to scrap. If they win, they're ready to scrap. It's always on. So I have to give them props for that. What was it like for you to get that news that they were moving to Las Vegas out of Oakland? Was that a heartbreak, or was that like
not at all, man? Not at all. When I found out they're going to Vegas, I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're not going to be in Cali no more, but they're just right there. For me, that was like it was cool, and then to see what they were doing with the stadium and everything, it's like, man, it's next level. So hopefully, their game will be next level, and I can't be mad at them this season, man. They can't be mad at them.
Yeah, they're definitely working their way through the season, and I'm pretty sure they're going to get stronger and stronger. Guys got a lot of good players, a lot of the coaching's there, the GM's there, the stadium's there, the fans are there. I think you guys are in the right city, like that's exciting.
I think so too, man. They did all right, man. And
yeah,
hopefully Lady Luck will be on our side and shit next year.
Yeah, and then would you be down to like go to their stadium and bust out the acoustic guitar for some of the people out there? Is that going to happen?
I'm so down, man. So down.
So also, I see that you were a Laker fan, right? You are a Laker fan.
Big time.
What was going through your mind when you got the Kobe Bryant news?
Oh man, so that was so rough, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I remember we were at Denny's, me and my family, and I looked at the phone and my heart fell, dude, because it said something about Kobe, and I was like, oh no, don't let it be true. And I look at the phone again, and I just swipe up one time, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. Everything was about Kobe. I was like, it's true. And I showed my wife, and she was like, you all right? And I'm like, no. And I took a while. I had to go take a walk, I was in the car for a little while, had a smoke, and let a couple tears come out, man. It was rough, man. It was rough. It was like he lost a family member, you know what I mean? It was really rough.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say about Kobe Bryant, and everybody that knows me, man, knows that me and Kobe have a love-hate relationship, man. A big love-hate relationship, because my boy was Eddie Jones, man, and he came in. That was like the only guy holding down the fort, man. Nick Van Exel, all those guys, and then we got Kobe, and Kobe was a big show off, but he turned out, he made it happen. I'll give him that. But the one thing that I gotta say about Kobe is that I feel like he is the last basketball player to ever play, because he didn't really care about. He had the money, but he really didn't care so much about that. The guy just put in 100,000% every game.
Every game.
You knew where his head was at. You knew that he's coming for the kill. So I gotta say, man, he is the last basketball player to ever live, because I can't even get over these dudes with these pantyhose out there. Like, I just can't. Like, I can't follow with this thing.
It's a whole nother generation of basketball player nowadays. But you're right, bro. He was the Mecca, man. That dude he was it.
Yeah, that was the end of that era, man.
He was a basketball player. Like, I just saw something today where he was. They asked him. They go, who would have won between one-on-one between you and LeBron? And he goes, me. I win all day. I win. Everybody's like, oh shit, and he's like, yeah. He goes, that's what I do. He goes, I do that in my sleep, one-on-one. He goes, I'm a real one-on-one basketball player. He goes, since I was a little kid, I played one-on-one. That's what I did. He goes, so I win all day.
Yeah, and the dude is a straight killer. Like I could see like LeBron folding, where that guy would just be like in his face, in his ear. Like he's just such a killer, man, and
He
like
would
you
pick
could
him
never
apart.
turn it off, dog. You could
He
never
would
turn
pick
it off.
LeBron apart, bro, all day.
Yeah. What was like one of your favorite moments with Kobe, if you could just recall a couple?
Man, there's so many, but you know what would always trip me out? How clutch he was. So I mean, there was the championship they won where he had a last minute buzzer shot, man, and I can't remember what year or what, but that's the first thing that's coming in my head. Just how clutch he was with those shots, man. And I can't think of one off the top of the head.
That's all good. One for me had to be his last game. Like like I said, man, me and Kobe have a love-hate relationship, man. And to see him go off the way that he did on that last game, just went off
man.
on everybody. I shed a tear. Because it was like,
Yeah.
man, you're seeing something so special, so good. The guy can still do it. His body, his mind is there, but his body just wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
And the dude was just a killer, man. But yeah, his last game was something I could remember. What about the Dodgers, man? So you're a Dodger fan as well?
Yeah, big time Dodger fan, bro. And finally got one, man. I was so happy. And it's crazy because we gotten so close a couple of times that I had wrote this little, song. It's actually like a cover, but like I put my own words on it. With Sweet Home Alabama, I did Sweet Home California. And the song was dope, and I had it for like 3-4 years, man. People were like, why don't you post it or do something with it? Record it, put it out. That song is dope as hell. Do something with it. And I was just like, I want them to fucking win. I want them to win, bro. Come on, And finally they did, and finally got to post it, and a bunch of people went off. They're like, finally.
Yeah, I seen that little cover that you did. That was really cool, man. It was a different swing, different pace, but it hit home, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. And my dad is like the biggest Dodger fan. This guy has dedicated his life to his truck. Like he has like a classic truck. He's all Dodgered out.
All Dodgered out.
Yeah, man, that guy was crying like all those times, man.
So
close.
Yeah, I was going crazy. My kids, they don't get it, man, but I was running around the living room all happy as hell, dude. I was like, finally. Calling up my family. I was like, hell yeah, we did it.
Yeah, I remember just being a young kid, like in '88 when they won it, and just sitting there with my dad and praying, man, just praying that they win those games, and they did, and just like all those years, and my dad was kind of like, I don't know, my dad's like fair weather, man. Like he was in back then, and then he really fell off when they were like just nothing. And then what got him back was Manny. When Manny came, I was like, oh, my dad was like, dude, he was so back. He was buying all this Dodger stuff, buying a Dodger truck, and he's buying jerseys. Like he was just back. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm happy for him, man, that he got to see it, And I hope they continue to do it, man. I hope they continue to do well. I'm sure they will. They got a young team.
No doubt. They got everything they need, man. That's for sure.
And do you have any favorite beers or anything like that you like to drink? Are you a beer drinker?
I'm a beer drinker. I drink Modelos, you know what I mean? Classic, just Modelos. I even like the Negras, man. Those are bomb too. Yeah, man, I like Modelos. I'm not really super heavy on, drinking. I smoke bud more than I do drink beer, but when I do drink, I drink Modelo.
Let's talk about the weed, man, because I think that's a big thing that's kind of changed in our life, right? Back in the day, it was like if someone had weed, it was like, whoa, like it's hard to get. It's always like that. I have a funny story about this, man. This could be a little bit long-winded, but as a kid, I remember running around my cousin's house, and I thought they were cooking barbecue. But what they were doing was they were smoking that Bammer weed. right? So I was too little, bro. I was only like 5, 6 years old. And I remember telling a little kid, I go, hey, man, are they making some ribs? Because last time I came here, they're making that ribs. And then he's like, yeah, can you smell it? And it was that Bammer weed.
Oh man.
I'm not a smoker, right? So years go by. I'm now in like junior high, going into high school. My friends are in the backyard. I go to his house. His mom's like, hey, go in the backyard. They're back there just, they're doing their thing. So I go in the backyard and I smell that Bammer weed. And I go, dude, who's cooking the ribs? And everyone's looking at me like, nah, this is Bammer weed. Like, this is weed, bro. Like, and I'm like, what? I thought you guys were making some barbecue. That's where I thought, like, they were making barbecue, but there was weed. So, but again, back then, to come across weed and the sack and all that stuff, it was, you had to go to a dealer. So now you can go to the store and buy this stuff.
Yeah, I ain't go to the store. It's all legit, man. You ain't got to worry about nothing too much.
Yeah, so how long have you been smoking?
I've been smoking for years, at least 10 years, and it just kind of mellows me out, it mellows me out, and especially when I'm getting creative or whatever. I like to smoke, and then I'll write me some dope music or come up with some really cool melodies or, what have you. But yeah, man, I'm into it.
Nice. And now, do you go to a shop to buy your stuff, or do you have a friend?
Nah, I got a buddy, man, out here in Lancaster, Captain Kirk. Kirk. Shout out to Kirk.
Any particular strain that you like?
I'm really into OGs, man. I love anything that's OG or, I like the stronger stuff, that's gonna, make you feel, I guess to the beginner smoker, it'll kind of put you out, it'll lay you out, but for me, it kind of just like mellows me out, puts me right where I need to. Gotta smoke too much of it, you know what I mean? Just a little and good to go.
Yeah, so with the creative stuff with the weed, you're saying that, like, so does this help you just write songs? You just maybe relaxes you where you're not thinking?
Yeah, it does. It definitely relaxes me, man, for sure. Keeps me relaxed because, I think that normally I'm very like, I don't know, I got a lot of energy, bro, so for me, it keeps me just mellow, chill. That's where I like to be, you know what I mean? Especially when, like I said, when I need to focus and, be in the vibe.
Yeah, and it brings a lot of people together for sure, like, artists
Sure.
and stuff. Have you smoked with anybody that you're just like, wow, I can't believe I'm smoking with this person?
Yeah, man, Baby Bash, bro. Yeah, Baby Bash, and that dude smokes like Snoop Dogg, bro. It's crazy. I'll never forget, bro. Like, when the first time I smoked with him, we going up to Frisco, we smoking, he just, man, smoking, lighting up another one. I'm like, damn, all right. And on the way to Frisco, we were good. I was good. But on the way back, he tried to smoke the same way, and man, he even got me on tape, man. I was out. I was asleep.
Yeah, man, that weed, man. It's just, I have a lot of friends that smoke. I personally don't smoke, but I have a lot of friends that smoke, and they live by it. Like, some people, they can be functional on it. I have a lot of friends that can be functional on it. I have some friends that they smoke, and they're out, man. They're good night. So I think it's all about the tolerance, and everyone's a little bit different. What about the edible stuff? You touched on any of the edible stuff that's available?
No, not really. Even the crazy stuff, like the dabs and stuff. I'm down. You know what I mean? If I'm chilling with like a couple of my people, shout out to Canna Connect 805, my boy Joe. Like, all he does is dab, bro. And Jesus, man, that stuff is crazy. So I think I'm more of a smoke flowers and joints or whatever.
Yeah, I've noticed with the dab stuff, like, that stuff is almost like lethal. Like, I've seen it ruin people's lives because they can't even get up. Like, they can't even get up. Like, they'll smoke in the morning and they're like, their day is done. It's like they're gone, completely gone.
Yeah, I got shit to do today. You know what I mean? I can't.
You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together. You're mine. Your lips belong to me. Yes, they belong to only me. For eternity. You're my baby, and you'll always be. Yeah, yeah, I swear by everything I own. You'll always be mine. You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity.
Man, I just want to congratulate the LA Dodgers for winning the championship this year and also the LA Lakers. Let's go, baby.